Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to wherever you are, people out there in YouTube land. This is going to be quick. I don't want to sit around and talk real long right now because I'm getting ready to try to get out of here and go somewhere and do some things. I want to say to all you guys out there, thank you for your prayers. Miss LaGail Wallace has come through with her surgery, but she still has a long road to go, you guys. And she gave me the permission. I talked with her sister, which is her family and part of her family, to let you know that LaGail had a stroke. And thank God she was in the hospital when it happened. A lot of stroke victims don't make it. Now, when they had a stroke, and the stroke was occurred because of a blood clot that had broken loose and traveled up to her head. Um, she came out of surgery fine, except her left side is still partially paralyzed. But she is talking, folks. That's a good sign. Hi, Barry Carey. Yes, she had a stroke. But I did speak with her, you guys. Now, let's not, prayer is wonder, and I thank all you guys for your prayers and everything. I'm hoping to go see her next month. Uh, she's going to have to go through some rehab, which is a which is good blessing in itself because she could not be here with me right now, or you guys, or with her family today, if it hadn't been for the grace of God. Uh, yes, her left side is partially paralyzed, but she does have her speech. It takes her a while to remember things, but her sister's a nurse, and that's another good thing about it. She's the one that caught it when she was in her room at the hospital. So I'm asking you guys, even you young people, because Gail is a young woman. She's not old like I am, or someone like you in your claim you're in your 50s and 40s and all that. Get checked out. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to go to the doctor. Charlie, hey Charlie, I see you there, dear. I see everybody. I'm just not. I'm not putting up things right now, but yeah, thank you. Like I said, you guys, they told me I could go ahead and give an update on the Gale and let you guys know that she's here and doing well for what had happened to her. And by the grace of God, like I said, she was at the hospital the time she suffered that stroke. But prayer answers everything. Prayer does. I believe in prayer. And you guys just continue for her to get better. And she is talking a little bit. Uh, Miraculously, they caught it in time. I'll put it that they caught it in time. Corrine, she's doing about as well as be expected. But like I said, you guys, thank you all for being up here this evening. And I'll be back to talk to you about things that affect me as an older man and how I feel about people today, and especially our health. You know, it's a lot of things out there that's taking our young people away, and that's without proper diet, not eating, not doing enough exercising, getting out and walking even, and having your blood checked regularly. Make sure that your blood is not thickening up on you. There is a process to where as you get older, your blood thickens and it causes blood clots. Um, I'm okay. I'm doing fine. I just came back from a walk. Uncle Claude. Hey, Uncle Claude. Yes, thank God she was there at the hospital. And thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna open up my panel probably this Sunday. I'm gonna try to do something this Sunday after I do church because she wanted me to do. She asked me did I do music. I told her I did music, and she asked me again. Did I said yes, and she has a sense of humor. She's laughing, you guys, a little bit, but like her sister said, she's not really out of the woods, but she's just covered by brush now. So the trees, she can see the forest for the trees now, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, Charlie. I'm trying to come on here and do things the right way without, you know, feeling bitter about a lot of things that even happened to me in my life. But since this has happened to somebody that I really, really care about, I've been kind of bitter because I look at all the people on here that are still up here being evil and degrading one another. And Miguel she never done that with anybody, and even though she has problems, that doesn't mean she's not a good person. But there are some people on here to me that are evil and they do evil things and they just continue on going on and functioning like nothing's wrong. Oh, I don't want to get off and I'll talk about it later. But yeah, yeah, eating a lot of greens will cause a clot. That is so true. That is so true. Yeah. I mean, there are some foods that we do eat that causes clot in us as black people, and we think it's healthy. But like I said, overindulgence in anything, gluttony is a sin. And when you eat a lot or you eat the wrong things, I'm not going to say gluttony itself. Eating the wrong things can sometimes cause us to react. I can't, believe it or not, I can't eat bananas, and bananas are supposed to be a good source of calcium for me. I can't even eat bananas. It would give me acute heart indigestion and probably even set me in a heart failure. So things like bananas, we have to go and take the food allergy test as black people. Find out what foods we can and can't eat. Find out about our cholesterol count. Learn things about how we sleep at night. I listen to Brian. Yes, Brian has sleep apnea. I have it. You have to wear that oxygen. You can't go around neglecting your body, trying to be cool and hip. But uh, I just want to say thank you guys all. I love you as Jesus loves us. And Uncle Claude, we're gonna have to get together as an old man and a young man, and try to get up here and talk about things that affect us men in life because uh, I have feelings, I hurt, I get angry, I feel happy. Men get emotional too, just like women do, and that doesn't make us less of a man because we're emotional. We're gonna have to start a panel, Uncle Claude. I believe young and old, I'll call it. I'm thinking young and old. Your young advice, my old thinking. Maybe one day we can do that. Maybe one day we'll do that. Uh, But once again, people, I wanted to let you guys know that the Gail is fine. She's not really out of the woods, but she's out of the woods enough to that my baby's gonna have to go through some therapy. And what I'm telling about her, I don't want people to go back and make fun of and stuff because I got the family's permission to let you guys know what happened. My baby had a stroke. It paralyzed. She's partially paralyzed on the left side. Little speech impediment, but still, she's still a Gail to me. She'll always be that bright, bubbly woman I've met here on YouTube and I've met before. And nothing changes. Nothing changes with me. Yeah, Charlie, I listen to you in the morning. Thank you for making me smile. I listen to you in the morning. You do have that young old folk spirit. You do. A lot of people, I mean, listen to Charlie. Go. There are some good people out here that give us good advice, but there are also some people out here that want us to think that they're not touchable or invulnerable to things, especially when it comes to their health and being non-supportive of things. Ladies, there's nothing wrong with getting mammograms. Young ladies, there's nothing wrong with you going to have your pap smear. Men, there's nothing wrong with us going there to get our prostates checked, which incurs a doctor sticking his finger up your behind. It doesn't make you gay just because that you're trying to take care of your health. You know, when the doctor puts his hand on the side of your scrotum and tells you to cough, that doesn't make you gay. Okay, don't be afraid as men to get out here and get ourselves checked out and get ourselves checked up. Yes, she was on Dobie's panel at one time. Matter of fact, she was on a lot of people's panels. I talked to Lady. When I first talked about it, Lady Nika wanted to pray for her to come back so she could sing. And let's face it, folks. I told my baby herself, baby, you really can't sing, but people love to see you. So that's what makes me smile. We laughed. I think about the things we laughed about when we talk, and a lot of it isn't about YouTube either. It's about life itself. It's about getting out and enjoying things, looking at the birds fly. She enjoyed it when I sent her pictures of me out at the river with the boats going up and down the river. Those little things you take for granted in life. Yeah, it is food. I'm trying to live too. Yeah. Hi, Jay Dunn. Glad to see you, darling. You taking notes? I missed. I said I was going to catch up on Big Brother, but I can't do it. I between YouTube, Big Brother, and my PlayStation, which yeah, you guys listen to me. I do have a PlayStation that just keep my mind occupied all the time, and I do listen to YouTube too while I'm playing. But Big Brother right now is my third. Is third on my list. Really, the first thing first is PlayStation. The next thing is YouTube, and then television. But I'm gonna have to change that. I'm gonna have to change that. Like I said, been sitting around too long, not doing nothing, not coming out here making content or saying anything about life itself. Yeah, that's another thing. I thank God that still in my right mind. I don't have any signs of Alzheimer's or dementia or all those other things that a lot of young people want to equate with old people, and that's not true. Young people, there are some young people out there, believe it or not, that have dementia at the age of 18, even 15. So certain things that go on in life, it's not relegated to just old people. There's young people out there with rheumatoid arthritis. There's some people out there with bad hearts, young people. Just because God has spared you things that old people get, someday, somewhere, sometimes you're going to get old, and those things are going to hit you. They're going to hit us. I used to laugh at my mom and dad when they were talking about they could tell how the weather is because their bones ached, and that is the truth. That is the truth. Uh, yeah, I wake up in the morning, my bones creak. I have to shake it out of me. Uh, we'll talk about things from A to Z when I get ready to talk. Right now, I just wanted to let everybody know that Miguel is semi out of the woods, and hopefully within a few months she'll be back on here with us. I'm not rushing her. I told her to Take her time, listen to the doctors, listen to her family members. Do what's right for you. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about YouTube. I'll be here. I'll be there. Uh, she sends her love to everybody. And the family especially wants to thank you guys for saying prayers for Gail and being there for her. Yes, the right people are in the chat. But that is so true. All you guys are family to me. Angela Gale, believe it or not. And I just want to say once again, love you as Jesus loves us. And I will give you an update probably Monday. This weekend, I'm going to just try to relax and do what you would want me to do. And that's do my church on Sunday morning. And then we'll get together, Uncle Claude. And like I said, I will try to get with you and we'll have a show. We'll call it young and old ideas. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I know, Jay Dunn, the big brother. It's something right now about competition with people for money and everything, but I will keep it. I'm going to keep it in mind. I do look at it, and it's just right now. It's like YouTube. We're at each other's throats for money. That's what I'm looking at. But so be it. Anyway, I'll be back Sunday, like I said. And once again, Jay Dunn, thank you for being up here, sweetheart. We've had some rough times, young and old, regardless. But I love you, Jay Dunn. I can say that honestly. I can say that. Old and older. Oh, okay. That'll work, Uncle Claude. That'll work. Hey, you guys, it's going to be a new show. Old and older. Oh, gosh. I like the idea, Uncle Claude. I like the idea. Older and oldest. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Corey. Uncle Claude, old and older, or, or older and oldest. Okay, some of the young people in there now, they're giving their advice on the show. So old and older. Yeah, like I said, uh, beefing has become passe to me. What's more important to me is life itself, and trying to get us, no matter who we are, gay, straight, bi, uh, as black people, let's just be together as a community. I'm tired of the name calling. I'm tired of the signifying. I'm tired of things that even people have done to me in my lifetime that I should have retaliated against. I didn't want to do that. I'm just tired of it. Uh, Life is really too short. Yes. Yeah, very Carrie. Oh yes, bless her heart. She does. She has a wonderful show. I was listening to her this morning and the other morning, and she was doing. A lot of times I don't drop down anymore because I just share people out here on this platform and let other people know that hey, I still listen and that's what I do. Uh, Things for me right now, I'm in a fog, but I'm not. It's not foggy. I can see clearly. I can see things out there in the world. I want to talk about the politicking that's going on and for us, what it might do to us if we continue on the path we're on. Uh, but like I said, I just came on here before just for a few minutes. I don't want to ramble on and get off into something different. She's she's doing well. She's speaking, and she still laughs, and that's the most important thing. Mm. No, well, we can't take anything too seriously on YouTube, but there are things that people do on YouTube, which is serious to me, But like I said, I'm only one person, you know. I can voice my opinion on things and let you guys know my feelings, how I feel about things, and it's up to you to make your choices in life, to do the things that you want to do because I've made my choices when I was younger. I did the things that I wanted to do, and I thank God for one thing that music was important to me. Music in my life was important. I never even played in a band, but I liked when people made music and songs that made me feel good. I was at my happiest times when I was roller skating and listening to a song out there, or even just sitting in the park or going to a dance and how it made us feel. Music makes us feel better. I've been playing a lot of it here lately. So, uh, yeah, I think you know what, we're going to be talking about that too, Uncle Claude. We're going to be talking about that too, because that's what divided us too. That's slavery nonsense. It wasn't nonsense. When I mean that, they started dividing us at slavery times. The colorism stuff, the even in the movies, how they portrayed us and all that. Well, yeah, we'll talk about that. Yeah, music has brought me out of a lot of depression at times, people. Seriously, it has. And right now, it's keeping me out of depression because I think of the songs that Miguel loved to talk about. And like I said, we never talked about YouTube too much, except when I was going to go live and do some music. And she let me know about the music that she was raised on, and her parents listened to, different genres because let's face it, our parents were our influences as growing up as children and the music that they listened to. Hey there, Mixology 99, sweetheart. Yeah, Kim B, thank you. Good evening. Yeah, I was just letting people know that the Gail is doing well, semi well. What happened was she had a stroke, and unfortunately, she was in the hospital when it occurred. She had emergency surgery. She had a blood clot that broke loose, and it traveled to her brain. And thank God it didn't. They caught it in time, and it didn't damage, except she's paralyzed lightly on her left side. My baby's gonna have to do a little rehabbing, and her speech is slow, but she's here. Her mind hasn't been affected. Because we talked about a few things, and it's with a stroke, certain things are being affect people. But I thank God that it's no worse than it could have been. That's what I'm saying. And I just want to give you guys an update. I have permission from the family, and if you guys want to, you if you got Gail's email address or something like that, send her a get well card or anything, to let her know that, hey, people want you back on track. Uh, yeah, yeah. She's, like I said, sweetheart, when I got the call that morning, her sister told me, and luckily they were at the hospital when it happened, so they took her straight into surgery. But mm, I had to light me a cigarette because I'm getting nervous now. I'm getting nervous. But as it stands this evening, when I spoke to her today and her sister today, God has lifted a burden off my brain, off my mind. Not being able to be there with her is one thing, but to actually know that she's in the best of care and she's with a family that loves her. She's with people that care about her. And that's the main thing. To me, family is everything. Yes, I'll definitely let her know that, sweetheart. I'll definitely let her know that everybody's praying for her. Matter of fact, I let her know that today. And she smiled at it. She laughed at it and said, thank you, to tell you guys thank you. She hasn't forgotten the family. And she fussed at me about not, not eating myself because I haven't been eating right. She got to fussing at me about eating, but I had to tell her a little white lie. I've been eating, but I just started back to eating. But everything is okay with me. Uh, I don't know, Uncle Claude. I got a feeling that you about the feeling that you had with your queen, and like I tell people, we as men we have feelings. We may not show that love all the time or that closeness, but we do have it out there, ladies. And if you got a good man, which I know mixology does, hey baby, you got to put some more stuff on with him on that grill. That kind of stuff makes me feel good. And I like to see people eat too. That's another thing. Cooking and eating the good foods and family gatherings together. That takes me back to my youth. When my dad and mom used to take us on picnics or have barbecues and stuff like that. Just family enjoyment when people were people and they weren't afraid to tell each other that they needed help, that they needed to do things for one another. It's a lot going on with me right now, but one thing for certain and two things for sure. I will be around as long as God's got me here on this green earth. I've seen a lot of things in my lifetime, like that old song Teddy Pendergrass used to sing. Pendergrass. Been so many places, seen so many things, but none quite as lovely as you. You're the latest. You're the greatest. My latest and my greatest inspiration. And right now, that's what I'm thinking about. That's what I'm thinking about. Yeah. Well, let me get off of here. I'm gonna go outside and sit outside and watch the sun set a little bit and thank God for another day. With that being said, I love you guys as Jesus loves us, and thank you all for being here and listening, even if it's for a hot second. And I will give you an update or a notice when I come on Sunday morning. Bye bye, y'all.